Welcome to this look at a new mod map on Farming Simulator 22 with me, MrSealyp. This is WISNICE. This is a new mod map out by Bartson v3, 215.18 megabytes to download. Contracts are available on this map and there are some required mods. The required mods, we've got the Old Grain Mills by Bartson v3, the Small Garage by Przemic 23433, then we've got the Farmhouses, Modular Wooden Shed and New Cowshed for Cows, all by Bartson v3. Those downloaded automatically, so you won't have to worry about doing that. They should automatically download. Now, slot count I can talk about straight away. I'm on New Farmer, as I always am for my map tours. On New Farmer, the slot count is 1056. And you start with some vehicles and machinery. The buildings you'll see, and as I turn around, we've got Sleep Trigger behind us. When you come onto a farm manager and start from scratch, the slot count is 873. You don't start with any of the buildings, you do still start with the vehicles and machinery, and it will look like this. If you then decide to get rid of the vehicles and machinery as well, I got the slot count down to 792. So yeah, not too bad at all. This is a really nice map, very picturesque, nice sweeping terrain. The map looks like this. On New Farmer, we start with the main farm area, just up here. There's only one farm, and it's a cow farm. So that one there, we've got plot 88. Oh, I thought there was another one. Field prices now. They do get up there a little bit as we come down the map. All the smaller fields, all up in the northwest and northeast, across the top really. Then we kind of sweep down to the more mid-sized fields. So starting up the top here, you're looking at sort of 25 grand. 37, these tiny ones 13. Good thing with these, once you start buying a few up and you can gradually build your way up, you can plough them together and make bigger fields and all that kind of stuff. There's not a lot of hedges. There's a few trees here and there that you might want to cut down, but on the whole it's not too bad. Now, as we start getting down here, we've got some forested areas as well, if you want to do a bit of forestry. But down here, these fields, 307, 324, 326, which was the big one, that one there, 555 grand. So there's a few fields on here that have got a bit of a price tag to them. Nothing horrendous, not up in the millions, but you know. So we'll take a route around and have a look at that. There are 100 collectibles. I haven't come across one yet actually, but I always say that then as we go around I'll find one. It generally happens, doesn't it? Under build mode then, other than the required mods that I've already talked about, the old grain mills should be under productions. There we go. Old grain mills. There was nothing under selling points. Under buildings and sheds, we've got the modular wooden shed and small garage, which are required mods. The only things added in that I can see by Bartson v3, there was nothing under silo extensions, containers, tools, but under farmhouses mod. What was it under? Oh, silos. Under silos, out to the end, we've got that little silo there. 22,000, 36,000 litres. That's a standard silo. Takes standard crop types. It's not a multi-fruit or anything like that. And then if we go up, we've got under animals, we've got the cows, the new cowshed for cows mod. There's a couple of textures thrown in, nothing under decoration. But under painting, under the sort of texture painting, there's a few extra ones in there, some rock and gravel and dry grass and things like that. So that's all the mods and stuff dealt with. To the map then. Oh, that's there we go. Sleep Trigger's just here. This is another one of those ones. I do like Polish maps. I like there's a kind of gritty realism to them. I find generally across the board, most of the map makers that do Polish maps. I don't know what it is I like about it, but the lighting's great, colour palette's great. Yeah, so Sleep Trigger's just there. As we come across just here, we've got our silo. This is one of those ones where if we come around to this side here, we can put that away if we want to, and we can put that away if we want to tidy them away. Our cow barn is just here. These are fixed in place. Oh, I can't get through there. Slurry point is there. That's for your bedding. And down the other end, we've got our milk point just here. Open the doors there, you'll see the milk tank. Dialogue box is tucked away inside this room here for your cows. So this will do 24 cows. A few bits and bobs all sort of stored away in here. Come around to the other end. We've got this garage here. It's got some more of our equipment. We don't start with a lot of equipment. We've got a planter, cultivator, plough, 2 small tractors. Actually, let's get these doors open. So we'll grab one of these to go on the map. Then we've got a harvester and a trailer. Now what I'm going to do, now this is the modular shed, and because I saw the crosses and thought, oh, have we got a bale and pallet storage? But it's not. This was the modular shed that when you go to various certain things, it says show props. This one, show walls. Let's get this out. Now, like I said, I'd always do this when I do a map tour and you've got required mods. This is not a mod review per se. This mod has been out before. I'm sure I reviewed it when it came out. But anyway, you've got these red crosses and you've got these marked areas. It will give you something. If you've got the dialogue box or the information box, sorry, the help box in the top left, it will tell you what it is. So we can show the floor. So there's basically walls, props, floor, and you can sort of change it around how you want. So you have one part of it with sides, one part of it left open, however you want to go about it really. And that's the main farm area, that's it. So let's grab a tractor, let's grab that little one. There's a reason why, and I will explain in a moment. So, leaving the main farm, going up onto, now I say main road, I'm going to put my beacon in. It's very narrow and it is two-way traffic because I headed down here to have a quick look around the map to sort of familiarise myself a little bit and found coming back the other way traffic was coming towards me and it does not slow down. Just be aware of that on the map. As I said, it's got some really lovely sweeping terrain and like I said, there's the odd trees here and there that you can take out. There's plenty of mods for removing trees, mulchers and devourers and things like that now. So that ability to blend fields together, it's actually fairly straightforward. Dairy is down here, and then we're going to have to head back up the way we just came. And I'm going to stick to the side of the road. Like I say, you'll see when the traffic comes the other way. It gets a little bit hairy. Yeah, it doesn't slow down, doesn't move over. I like the little patches of forestry you can do as well if you like doing a bit of forestry. Just a few little patches. That's what I mean though about the sort of the lighting, the colour palette. It has a kind of, I don't know what it is, that kind of gritty quality that, I don't know. It's difficult to define, but it does work very well. So looking through, we've got a few houses. Now I did check, it definitely says in the description, it says one farm, cows. Because I thought, oh, I wonder if sometimes you get on maps, you've got plots you need to buy and you'll get other triggers and stuff come up. These are just little farms. Actually, that's what I was going to check. If we go onto here, we are currently here. Can I buy those? Oh, they come with the plots of land. So those plots of land, when purchased, you'll get the little yards with them as well. So if you wanted to use them for storage of vehicles, or you might want to put a sell point or something on them, you probably could. There's a few little lakes and stuff dotted around. So it's a very picturesque map. Heading up the hill and turning in here comes the first of our sell points. Now, in the menu for sell points and on the map, it will say this one is purchase of fresh vegetables. When it says purchase of fresh vegetables, they are purchasing from you. That's not somewhere you can purchase them. So that's not for you to purchase, it's for them to purchase. So in essence, they are sell points. So you've got purchase of fresh vegetables to the left there. We've got dairy milk springs, which is just there. So we've got the dairy, which is a production chain that we went to down there. This is a sell point, dairy milk springs. And then we have got purchase Green Valley, which is this sell point here. So 3 of them in this little plot here. I'm going to head out to the main road, and this is the main road. But I'm going to keep my beacon on just for my own personal safety. we come to the old grain mill. Now these old grain mills aren't too expensive to buy, but they are well worth buying. Again, this is a mod. You've got your putting in and taking out. I think it's 23 grand? 22? 20, no, 23,000. Unfortunately, as soon as you purchase it, the windmill stops until... That's weird, because that... Okay, it did when I did my check round. It might do now, yes, because all those are showing as materials missing. As soon as I turn all those off, it will stop running. But you can do wheat flour, barley flour, oat flour, sorghum flour, then sunflower oil, canola oil, olive oil. You can do corn pig food, sorghum pig food, or potatoes pig food. So there's a whole load of stuff you can do at this windmill. It's not just a sort of, you know, it's not a one-trick pony, as they say. Now those are all turned off. Yeah, the mill stopped. I'll put one of those back on again. Yeah. So, that's the old grain mill. From here, let's take in some more of the scenery. Now, I've got to make sure, let's get that map open. Don't miss my turning. So again, we're off the main road onto another narrow road. Now, I didn't meet any traffic coming the other way, but the traffic coming up behind you doesn't hang about. I moved over ever so slightly on here, and it was trying to get past. I'll be honest, because I was driving like this, it flew up behind me, it frightened the life out of me. You watch it and get another vehicle come along in now. But, as I said, it's a fantastically sweeping landscape. Now, as I always say, because of the size of fields, you're probably looking at small machinery. Can you use medium machinery on here? Yes. Could you use large machinery on here? You probably could. There's not lots of fences and hedges in the way to stop you moving machinery around. The roads aren't very wide, but you could probably get away with it. If you bought up a few of the small fields and started blending them together to make some bigger fields, yeah, you could probably get away with some big machinery in here as well. Not a single vehicle coming behind me. What are the odds? Okay, so we're turning just here. So this place is purchase of golden grain. So another sell point. I'll show you on the map where we've been in a moment. There we go, traffic's all coming now. Carrying on. Get lots of these nice, as you kind of come around bends, over hills, these lovely sweeping vistas. So if we just turn in here. We have got purchase WISNICE, sell point there, and then we've got the barn sell point over the back. That, like most barn sell points, is for things like silage, grass, hay, straw. And if you're not sure what you can sell at each sell point, just go into the prices menu. On the right hand side, it will show you all the places that will take that particular item that we're looking at. If we cut directly across here, I'll turn my beacon off now so we go onto the main road. Now, I'll show you where we are and where we've been, and I'll show you where we're going to go. So, on the map then, we started at the main farm, we went down to the dairy, we came all the way back up there, through the little village, and out to that cluster of sell points there. The old grain mill, then to here. We've come across here and round to purchase of golden grains. Down there to purchase WISNICE, and then the barn. So what we're going to do now is take a drive all the way down here to this sell point section down the bottom there. Then what I'll do as well, I'll probably cut because I'm going to drive all the way back up again, and then we're going to head into there, and then we can carry on our route around. But that one's kind of out on a limb, out on its own there. So we'll head out. It's a nice drive, and it gives a chance. Again, you come through the trees, and the scenery opens up. as I said, it's gorgeous. So coming up on our right. Now it does say in the description, it says DLC Precision Farming Ready. Now it doesn't mention Platinum Expansion. However, on our right coming up we've got the Sawmill production chain. And then behind that, or not behind it, to the left of it, so we've got a Sawmill to the right, just there. On our left, marked with the containers, that's container trader. So I'm assuming the fact that takes containers that we are Platinum Expansion ready for wood logging containers. Because if we go into our list of items and go down to wood, it will say just there, right hand side, container trader. So yeah, I'm assuming it's ready. And then just here we have got, which one was this? Sawmill, container trader, purchase agroplon. So this is another sell point. Agroplon. So what I'm going to do now is head back up, and I'll meet you back up where we came out onto this main road. Whoa! Living life on the edge, me. So on the right there, that's where we came out onto the main road. On our left, we've got the biogas plant. Now this is one of the ones the icons aren't showing. You have to buy the land to get the icons to appear. I'm sure it's only, I want to say 77, 78 grand, I think. Nice big open plot, 2 large silage clamps. We come to our map. So we come all the way back up there, we're now here. So this plot here, yeah, 77,448, which isn't too bad. I think it's a 99 kilowatt, I want to say. Standard though, takes your regular things your biogas plant takes, and regular recipes and cycles per month as far as I can tell. So nothing out of the ordinary or unusual about it. Digest 8 hours your byproduct. Not too expensive actually for that. And all this ground as well. From the biogas plant, continuing west, and turning down here, we've got to our right a debris crusher, to our left carpentry, to our right farmers market. So if we continue on, this is something a bit different. I like this. Often you'll get lime stations and it's just, you'll get a lime station, it'll be a silo at various different places. We've got this kind of cliff face quarry type thing. So this is your lime station. I like that. Makes it stand out a bit. I guess you could. Let's have a look about on the land here. I'm just curious. So we've come down here. Can we buy that? We can. Okay. So if you bought that plot, whilst it is mostly cliff face, you could kind of make it into a quarry. You could either clear some trees, or if you wanted to, off camera before you started, you could bring a load of rock down, and you could pile rock up in piles up against this. Maybe some lime piled up as well, not what the actual trigger. So you could come down and you could collect it with a wheel loader or something like that, just, you know, to add a little bit of immersion into it if you wanted to. If you were setting up a multiplayer one for friends or something like that, it might be quite interesting. Or for someone else to play. Anyway, yes, that's the lime station. Can't tell, can't tell. Like I mentioned, I'm digging the landscape. on our left, and we're going to go in there momentarily once we get around to the entrance. We've got the bakery just there. We've got the vehicle shop with its workshop trigger. And as a bit of a sideline, the guys at the vehicle shop sell livestock as well, as you do. So there you go, there's your bakery, just there. Animal dealer is just there, tacked onto the side of the building. Vehicle shop is just there, we can go inside the vehicle shop as well. Oh, I'm not going to say anything. And then we've got a workshop trigger just here. This is the reset point for the map as well, so if you need to reset anything, we'll reset back here. Oh, got a pit as well. But what we've also got here, at the store, is a telehandler with a couple of tools. We've got a bucket and we've got pallet forks. Now these are owned by the garage. They're not owned by you, they're not on your inventory, and they're not leased either. They're just here on the map, and you can use them for loading and unloading. Just only had a thought, saying about potential spoiler alert. If I was going to put down, because it does say toys to find, which are the collectibles. There's a little park here for the kiddies. I don't know if there's going to be. I won't give anything away if there is. But oh my days! I've just had a complete flashback. When I was a kid, there was a park not far from us that had these metal rockets, but the one at the park we used to go to was about 25 foot tall. It had, the middle bit was a circular open in the middle with a ladder running up the middle of it, and it had a platform at the top. Oh, I remember my brother, we used to spend hours, as you do as kids, pretending it was a real rocket, getting inside, climbing up the ladder. Oh man, that's just absolute. Oh, happy memory. That's so cool. I'm glad I went to check there. I haven't given anything away regarding collectibles, but nostalgia. Oh, lovely. Thanks for that, Bartson V3. That's made my day. So, carrying on. Up the hill, you can just see there, we've got the gas station. Well, the traffic actually goes through the gas station. Oh, that car did. Wow, well, maybe not all of it does. It didn't hang about, did it? How quickly can they refuel you in there? That's amazing. There's your gas station. Now I'm going to bung a left here, because this will take us straight back across towards the farm. Because there's something else I wanted to show you just along here. So on your farm of the plot you start with, that's got the farm and your farm buildings, your little cow barn, is right next to this plot here, which for all intents and purposes is a placeables area. There are very few trees on here that would need to be cut down and removed, stumps ground or just mulched and got rid of, but it is right next to the farm, so for potential expansion of your farm out onto here, bigger silos, animal pens, that kind of stuff. So we came from the lime quarry, or say lime quarry, lime station, out across there and up there to the vehicle store, the bakery and the animal dealer, gas station, and we come directly across here. So at this point here, so that's going to set you back 102,000 for a placeables point right next to the farm you start with on your farm. Oh, actually, if you come onto your farm area, you'll start from scratch because you won't own any of this. That farm area will cost you 109,416. So whilst you won't have the buildings on it, you'll have the vehicles, and the plot's only 109. So not too bad at all. It's a lovely map, this. WISNICE by Bartson V3. I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.